Everyone, today we are taking you to a really old house. We're hoping that it's still sitting. We're in the middle of the woods. I am following Thomas, Adventures and Vlogs with Thomas. I have Henriette here with me. There's a very disturbing story about this location. I will give you a little bit of information once we get out there, but I will put the link in the description. You guys can look it up. You guys can read the whole story for yourself. We're gonna do a little investigation. We're gonna do a little bit of spirit box and just a few of our gadgets if we find the place, because we're not sure we're even gonna find it. It was only supposed to take me an hour and 12 minutes to get here, and it's been over 2.5 hours. I got lost. I lost service on my phone. Is that guy sick? What's he doing?
I don't know. He looks like
Anyways,
he's
is he?
Yeah.
Is he okay though? He looks like he's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, guys, hopefully we find what's left of this house. I think there's going to be something left of the house. If not, there's a little cemetery over right next to it, and it's a story of a husband and a wife. They lived on this property. They were killed on this property, and they are buried on this property. So this was probably all their land. Right now we're on a piece of property that's 56,000 acres. And I don't know if they owned all that, which they probably didn't, but that's where we're at right now. There's hunters all over the place, so we got to be careful. I hope nobody shoots that towards us. That's really the scary part. But it's supposed to be about 5 or 6 miles back. Like I said, I'm following Thomas. Some more hunters' trucks.
That guy had a bag. He might have dumped his bullets or something. He was picking something up off the ground.
I don't know. There could be wild animals out here, guys. There could be bear. There could be bobcats.
Don't tell me that.
There could be panthers. There could be all kinds of stuff out here. I do have my protection with me. It says Orange Lake. There's another hunter.
Telltale stick.
Oh, wow.
Panthers, I didn't know that.
So hopefully we find the location. Hopefully we come to you guys and make you an excellent video. It would have been cool to film the drive back. Oh, what's that up there? I don't know either.
A bridge, maybe?
Oh, this is like all flooded over here.
It's all swamp.
Hopefully we even went the right direction. Oh, it is a bridge.
Oh, God. It's little.
And it's scary. Oh, it's a wood. Oh, God, Lord, please let us get over. It's scary. Holy crap, it's scary. I know you guys can't see it. Hopefully on the way out I can film for you guys. I'll get in front of Thomas. He's probably, hopefully he's filming on the way back. I just don't want to get his tag, have his tag. Here comes another one of them bridges. I don't want to, oh Lord. I don't want to have his tag in my video the whole time I'm driving back. Oh, something's making all kinds of noise. There is another bridge. Golly, this is getting me nervous.
We're okay.
We could see alligators down in there too. There could be alligators back here.
No.
There's so many swampy areas. Oh, there's another hunter. There's so many people out here hunting. And it's rifle season. So I hope that they point down and not up with their bullets. Oh my God, it's so scary.
I'm not ready to be alligator food.
Alright guys, so I guess we're going to see you when we get out there. If we're on the right track now. If I see anybody, I'm going to ask them, because you know these hunters are going to know where it is. Although there was, at the other entrance, there was a guy that works here, and he said he never even heard of it before. Well, when I started explaining it to him, he looked it up, then he sent me to this entrance. But he had never heard of it before, and he's worked here for God knows how long. You need like a 4-wheel drive back here.
Like my car. This is way far back here.
I haven't seen no porta potties either. I know. All right, guys, we'll see you back there. What's up, guys? All right, we made it. We think we're in the right location, and I am here with Adventures and Vlogs with Thomas. I have Henriette's Life Adventure, and we three are going back in the woods. It is so cold, guys. I didn't even have, like, I had to grab gloves, a hat, my hoodie. It's freezing. Thought I heard something. All right, so let's get going. All right, guys, so we're all going back here.
Oh, look. Deers were rubbing their antlers on the tree.
What is it?
Right there. The deers were rubbing their antlers on the tree.
Those holes in the tree?
Yeah.
That's the deers rubbing their antlers?
Yeah.
Did you know that, Thomas?
No.
How did you know that?
Because my daddy showed me that.
And that's a big deer.
Do you see where the big divot is?
Yeah, but look up there. That's tall.
Wow.
I hope we don't come across nothing. Come across anything, Thomas.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. You stopped us with the antlers.
Yes, but I'm safe.
Oh, there's a fence up in here, Thomas.
That's where they're buried.
Oh, no way. Where's the house? I just heard something.
The house is right over there.
Oh, wow. So they fenced off the area where they're buried? Oh.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
Is that the house?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, Thomas. I got the, oh my God.
There's supposed to be
I got the EBGBs.
There's supposed to be another one around here too.
Guys, I don't know. Tears came to my eyes. I got the EBGBs.
Look at that tree, Tommy.
I don't want to start crying, but my God, what is, the tears just poured in my eyes.
It's an awful story.
Oh, Lord, this is an awful story. When I seen the house, I'm going to turn and show you guys the house. When I seen the house, I still have it's cold out here, yes, but I still have shivers in my spine. Tears came to my eyes as soon as I seen the house. This is creepy. Guys, there's the house. And there's the cemetery. Yeah.
There's a baby and both of them buried there.
There's a baby in there?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Is there a baby?
Oh. Guys. What?
My stomach hurts.
Oh. Thomas, you go ahead and go up there.
Okay.
Yeah. This was Thomas's, Thomas found this place for us. I just have an awful feeling. I guess because of the situation of what happened here. Let's go look at the, cemetery. Let's let Thomas go up there first.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, tears came straight to my eyes when I seen this. Oh. Guys, you need to look up this story. Oh, you can't go in. The Stewarts.
Yeah, you can look at
The Stewart homestead. This is where the Stewarts are buried. The husband and wife. And Thomas said he thinks there's a baby in there. And I brought flowers. Let's go ahead and go in there. I'll put my flowers out. Alright guys, I printed out the story of this house. Almost 105 years ago. In 1918. This family, this husband and wife was axe murdered by the wife's grandson. The Stewart Homestead murders took place in May of 1918. A couple, the husband and wife, the husband is Isam and Sarah Stewart. Sarah went by Sally. Were sleeping in their cabin deep in the Central Florida woods. That night, two young men crept up and broke in using axes to murder them both. They were both murdered back there in these woods. There probably wasn't houses for miles and miles away. They were murdered right in their beds. Mr. and Mrs. Stewart, let's see. Axe murdered together in their home by Sally's grandson, Joshua Browning, and his friend John Tucker. The sheriffs reported that the bodies weren't discovered for about a week, so they sat out here for about a week. And when they were found, the cabin was covered with vultures, guys. Vultures were all over the cabin, probably trying to get into the bodies that were. They said it was a gruesome scene. I mean, you can imagine someone being killed by an axe, what the scene would look like. The coroner's reported, the coroner's report stated that they were both killed in bed by an axe. That was pretty obvious. The motive was robbery. It turned out to be Sarah's grandson and his friend, both Joshua Browning, grandson of Sarah Stewart. I just heard something. Did you guys just hear that? Let's see. The two guys were caught. They both faced a trial. They got 20 years. They got 10 years for each person they killed. So that, you know, you could kill someone with an axe and only have to go to jail for 10 years. That's crazy. So they got 20 years because there was two of them in prison. When they showed up at the courthouse, or well, when the Joshua's dad showed up at the courthouse, he was driving a brand new truck. It was said, stories were that hold on. Stories were that Joshua knew that they kept their money, knew that they took their money out of the bank. Something was going on in 1918. Mr. and Mrs. Stewart were worried that the bank was going to take their money, so they took all their money out of the bank and they kept it here in their cabin. And when her side of the family got wind of it, that is when Joshua, I'm hearing stuff behind me, that is when Joshua and his friend came out here with axes and murdered the two just for the money. Joshua wanted to buy a new truck. When Joshua became a suspect, he must have given the money to his dad, because his dad showed up at the courthouse in a brand new truck. Someone who could not afford a brand new truck. You guys can read the story for yourself. When I walked up on here, I got chills down my spine and tears just flowed to my eyes. I can't explain it. I don't know why it happened, but this is an awful thing. This is, you know that hopefully they died instantly, but you know, they say it was gruesome. It was pretty bad. So, you know, who knows if they died instantly. But 105 years ago, Mr. and Mrs. Stewart lived here. They were murdered here, and they are buried right here. So I am going to take you guys, we'll go ahead and walk up in the cemetery, and then we'll go down and we'll walk up in the house. So let's get moving. Alright everyone, some people probably don't even know this place is back here, because when I asked cars that were going by if they knew where the house was, they had no clue what I was talking about. So there's a lot of hunters out here today, and they don't even know about the situation or what happened out here. They should have a big memorial out in the front of this place. All right. So this is a memorial that was donated and placed here. I can't remember the year they said it was put here, but this was not their original memorial. Stewart Homestead, Mr. and Mrs. Stewart, Isom and Sarah, and it's got their dates that they were born. Sarah was older than her husband. She was born in 45, died in 1918. He was born in 1860. Axe murdered together in their home by Sally's grandson Joshua Browning and his friend John Tucker. Now back here are the graves. I'm going to set you guys up. I do have flowers. All right. So I brought this. Some of the flowers that I got are flowers that, you know, when I go to cemeteries and they're going to throw away flowers that still look good, I'm going to take them. So we're going to put one of these by the baby. How about that? And we'll put the other one here. Hi, Isom and Sally. She goes by Sally. Her name was Sarah, but she went by Sally. I got some red roses. It's got this thing on the end. I don't know how I'm going to get it in the ground. I don't know if I will get it in the ground. Might not get it in the ground. But I can lay them here. That's what we'll do. Henriette, can I have my bag? Alright guys, I think I'm going to do some spirit box right here and try to communicate with them. I will go in the house, but I want to let Thomas get his video first. What?
Alcohol bottle or medicine bottle up on that post. You see it?
Yeah. Let Thomas get his video. I'm down with this.
call you, put something over here, but I'll stand over and we'll do it while you do it.
I hear voices.
Sounds like kids.
What's the medicine bottle?
I don't know if it's a medicine bottle or if it's an alcohol bottle. The label's not on it anymore. If you look at it, the front would be where the
Look, guys.
label was.
This was over on the, they found it on the ground. This was over on the stump. We could have brought some solar lights. It's an old medicine bottle or an old whiskey bottle. Alright guys, so I'm going to put out my REM pod first. Mr. and Mrs. Stewart. And their baby. Mr. and Mrs. Stewart. Oh, I didn't even have to ask them to touch it. Is that you touching my REM pod? Can you change the color? It's on purple, green, purple. Can you change it back to purple? So I know it's you? I might move you guys forward so you can actually see it better. Can you change it to purple? Guys, I'm going to get out the spirit box. Who's touching the REM pod? Change it to purple. Alright guys. Oh. Hello. Are the spirits of Mr. and Mrs. Stewart here? Guys, I'm going to turn off the REM pod for a minute. I want you guys to be able to hear. I'm here. Did you hear that? It sounded like it said, I'm here. What is your name? Is that Mr. or Mrs. Stewart coming through? I'm going to lower you guys. Just so you can get closer and hear it. Don't know. Oh, I sound like it said Sally. Gee, that scared me. Alright guys, I know it's going to say something. I got to change my battery. Mr. and Mrs. Stewart, did you know who killed you? The night you died, did you know who it was that killed you? Why did you take your money out of the bank and keep it at your house? Did you get a chance to fight back the night that you got murdered? Do you like the flowers that I brought you? I'm sorry about the way you died. Had to change that battery, guys. I hope you didn't suffer, and I hope you rested in peace. Right here on the property where you were murdered. Thank you for trying to talk to me. I'm going to turn it off. Can you tell me bye? Bye. Wow, it sounded like there was a child in there talking too. I'm gonna turn this REM pod back on. Oh wow. I like to get away from it long enough to know it's not me. I'm backed up. Can you touch the REM pod now? Show me that you're actually here with me. Try and touch the REM pod. Mr. and Mrs. Stewart, can you touch that REM pod? Sometimes I think the spirits get tired of me resetting it. Alright guys, can you imagine how dark this would be at night? And those two boys snuck out here. In 1918, you know, they probably didn't even have a car. They snuck out here with axes. And who could do that? I mean, I just don't even understand who could do that. This was a grandson that did it to his grandma and his step-grandpa. I just don't understand how anybody could do such a thing for a little bit of money. It's so crazy. But back in 1918, I mean, this is all woods now. Back in 1918, it is hard to tell. They might have owned all of this property because from what I understand, this is the only house on the property. Unless it's the only house left standing. I don't know. This is crazy. I summon Sally Stewart. Can you touch that REM pod? Make it light up. I just heard a woman.
I did too.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. It was by the house.
Well, Thomas is over by the house. Maybe he's got a gadget going. But I heard a woman. It's freezing today, guys. It's really cold. I'm going to walk out here. I'm going to leave the REM pod sit for... I'm just going to leave it sit there. We'll be able to hear it if it goes off. Show you guys this sign again. And it's all fenced off, so somebody obviously, you know, fenced it all in. They're the only two people buried here. And Thomas said that it's their baby. They buried their baby right there. So maybe they fenced this in. Who knows if this fenced in area has been here. I mean, it could have been here for a long time. They might have made it this size so that the whole family could be buried in there, not knowing that they would be buried right here with their baby. But I would like to live out in, you know, I'd like to have a bunch of acres, but dang, this is creepy. And, you know, back in 1918, they snuck out here and nobody even knew they were coming. So they snuck out here with intent. All right, so this was intent to murder. I don't know how they only got 20 years in prison. 10 years for each person that they killed. Can you imagine? Why wouldn't they killed their life, why wouldn't they get life? I feel like if somebody intentionally kills someone, that they should get life too. I mean, I can see if it's an accident or if somebody, you know, if somebody breaks in your house, you're not expecting it. That's a spur of the moment thing. That's not intent. They came out here intending to rob them, and they brought hatchets and killed them. It's crazy. Looks like there might be a path over there. Alright guys, what do you think of this place? My emotions when I first walked up were crazy. The chills down my spine, the tears just flowed to my eyes when I saw the house. Now every time I look up there, I think every time I look up towards the house, I think my eyes start filling up with water. I mean, this was a horrible thing that happened here. So I am going to be taking you guys up to the house. Oh my goodness. I'm going to grab my REM pod and then let me know in the comments what you think of this house. Let me know if you go and read this story about the situation. Shout out to Thomas. Thomas is the one that found this location for us. Be sure to check out Adventures and Vlogs with Thomas. Henriette's here with us. I don't know how much she's filming, but she is here with us. So be sure to check out Thomas's video, and if Henriette puts out a video, be sure to check out her video too. It's, you know, it's kind of spooky here in the daytime. I hear stuff back here. And Thomas is in front of me and Henriette is over to my left. So, can you see? I don't know what you're going to see. Turn all the way around and there's the house. Oh my God, every time I see the house, my eyes, it's crazy. All right, well, let's gather my stuff and let's go up towards the house. But first, look at this tree. This would have been somebody's dream to climb that tree. I mean, yeah, the trunk's high now, but probably back in 1918, heck, in 1918, it was probably, maybe they planted it here. Who knows? Oh my goodness. I think I'm kind of, the way my emotions are going, I think I'm kind of dreading to go up there. I'm not sure. All right, well, let's do this.